Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tariq Cohen.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
5 yards brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now Jackson on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And it's 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us with all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Good. Next to score, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 29, Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of 47 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
At the 34-yard line.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
A nice gain of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On 2nd and 15 now, Jackson, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing up
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Come on,
there
bring
he
it,
goes
baby,
left
bring it.
side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Desmond Trufant. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score Ravens 16.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st down, Raven.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Well, this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Again, it's Burrow. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting them to bet. In fact, I sat down with my accountant and said
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
23, Bengals 20.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Terrell Basham gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Jackson now.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker.
That's a really nice play concept there. Bootleg him out to the right. They're going to move the pocket and try and keep the rush away from him. I love that he was able to throw back against the grain a little bit and find a receiver cutting from the backside of the formation across the middle.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A final shot now for Burrow. And the pressure gets to him again.